One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to UFCU Stadium in San Marcos, Texas, home to the Texas State Bobcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bobcats ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. From inside the 15, here comes a return. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. So Texas's offense will start this game off with the football. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Guys, let's take a big view of Texas. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblock. Breaks into the open. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the Longhorns get it past the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Wingo. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Longhorns are on the move.
42, Spider.
Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They just keep firing. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And I like it. 3rd down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a 1st and goal, trying to get a touchdown.
The Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They draw about first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for senior year too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Wants to go up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And this offense comes out first down, tries to run the football. No answer. Second down, they go for the pass. They give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
Defense dropping into soft coverage. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He breaks a tackle.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Sends it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. A designed run for the quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team.
Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, you got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him.
Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This is not going to get any easier. You're already down. You know it's passing situation, and you got to protect your quarterback, and they can't do it. This has not been a great day early for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Bring in the heat. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down. He tried to get it on his own. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. And the Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. Touchdown, Texas! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's LaBelle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Bobcats will punt this one away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
And what a game-changing play right there, because it looks like he's going to flip the field with a really good punt return. but then he coughs it up, and just like that, the offense is back on the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Might as well stick with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Under fire. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. On the move, it's Price. Quick step. Oh, another great move. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
Single back formation, and they give it to him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Give to the running back. Ball's out. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed.
Turning it on. Oh, what a caught. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
And the Longhorns didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll give it to him again. Steamrolls his way ahead. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number. Moving toward the end zone, and fumble! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
He'll start this drive firing. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Here's the pressure. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He stopped short, and it's 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
On the run, it's Baxter. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And the Bobcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gets the back moving. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They punt it away on 4th down. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for room, it's Baxter. At the 45 on his way. Powers through. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and with that run, he eclipses the 100-yard mark in this season opener. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat San Marcos when that town is buzzing as it is today. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Bobcat Stadium.
Will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Sparks. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. On the move is the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little, just steamrolling the defense. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. You start a season off, you want to build momentum, you want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Bully ball on third and short. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Texas offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They'll put the ball in play from just inside. .40 at the 39. Motion from the wideout. From the gun. Give on the inside. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He's now up to... .5 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. QB draw. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Football is about adjustments. First half, line up, pound strong, pound strong. Second half, great job. You're going to move your defense and shift to try to account for that. Boom, we'll pull some guys and run a counter backside and have some success.
The Longhorns get enough for the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week one, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marcook. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Catch in the middle, it's Lewis. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Sparks. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. 4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game. When you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Gonna run it. It's Baxter. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. East Carolina is running away with things, and I'm not sure anyone inside that program saw this coming today. They're up by 28 over the Groupers. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Bobcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back gets to give. Fighting off the defender. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Sparks. Escapes trouble. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Longhorns will keep this drive going.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Using his legs, it's Browning. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But